All right, good afternoon, ma'am and everyone. Thank you very much for watching our video presentation. So here we are from group 3 would like to present about our learning design related to using drama for EFL teaching. Before we start our presentation today, allow me to introduce the group members. The first one is Luwikdianti. The second one is Ikade Indoprayoga. Unfortunately, he cannot join this presentation because he got sick. And the next one is Wahida Siva Mariam. And the last one is Ikade Krishna Dharma Putra. All right, the first one is about the identity of our learning design. So the education unit for this learning design is intended for senior high school for 11th class in event semester. And so the main material is drama, and the allocation time is 2 times 45 minutes. So it is about for one meeting. All right. The first element is about the learning objectives. So through learning with a scientific approach, problem-based learning model, and think pair share method, students are expected to, the first one, identify the characteristic of drama text element, namely theme, plot, setting, character, and also the characteristics. And the second one is identify the characteristic of linguistic rules, namely temporal conjunction, verbs, and adjective in drama text or drama scripts. And the third one is make the drama script based on students' creativity. And for the last one is perform the drama in front of the class based on the script created by the students. Let's move to the second element. It is about the language skill and language aspect enhanced in this learning process or this learning design. So the language skill enhanced by using theater would be focused on improving students' reading, writing, and also speaking skills. In addition, the language aspect enhanced by using theater would be focused on improving students' knowledge about temporal conjunction, verb, and adjectives as well. All right, everyone, that is all about my explanation. And for the next elements about learning design will be presented by my friend Sifa. All right, Sifa, the time is yours.
Okay, Vidyanti, thank you for the time. So here I would like to explain about the learning design. So based on the learning objectives that have my friends explained before, the goal of this learning is to make students understand and be able to use the linguistic rules like temporal conjunctions, verbs, and adjectives that are provided in the drama script. The student in this course are expected to improve their reading, writing, and speaking skills. The correctional course took advance to the part of having the students repeat the word uttered from the drama script. Therefore, in this learning, the teacher requires the use of specific media to transmit the necessary information to the students. So here, I would like to explain you about the learning media that we use to support our learning design. So in this learning, we just need students worksheet that consists of the drama script. Next, please. As you can see in this slide, there is a student worksheet that in conducted inspection and the drama script. But before the student do the inspection, the student should fill their identity of their self, like name and the number. After that, the student required to read the instruction. So here the instruction is identify and mark the following word accordingly, like temporal conjunctions, verbs, and adjectives. Student can use a red marker to mark temporal conjunction and use green marker to mark verbs and also use a yellow marker to mark adjectives. Alternatively, you may write numbers beside the word accordingly. And there is the example of the drama script. Maybe that's all that I can share to you. For the next material, we present by my friend Krishna. So Krishna, time is yours.
All right, thank you for the time, Sifa. Now I will present about the procedure of this particular lesson plan. So from what Sifa has mentioned previously, we use a student worksheet in order to achieve our particular goal. So in this case, the worksheet include a drama text named Father's Day by the M. Larson. So in this particular drama, we try to explain about the theme, the overall characteristic of the drama, and also about the temporal conjunction, the verb, and the adjective that is included in the drama script. So let's move on to the procedure of the student activity in the classroom. So first, before starting the class, the teacher greet the student and ask the student to pray together. And after that, we check the student attendance. After doing all of the introduction phase, the teacher talk about the learning objectives that the students are expected to achieve after the learning process. This is done in order to create a sense of acknowledgement by the student in order for them to know what they are learning. Next one, we have the teacher distribute the worksheet for the student to fill later on. So the worksheet that has been mentioned by Sifa later will be distributed in this space. So all students will have this particular worksheet. And after that, the student briefly explained about theme, plot, setting, character, and characteristic of particular drama. So in this particular case, the teacher will explain first about the theme, plot, setting, character, and the student may later on analyze about the drama itself. Next one, the teacher and the student read the worksheet in the same interval. This is done in order to create a sense of togetherness. In this case, the teacher will need to take control of the learning as a whole in order to make this particular worksheet an effective one. So the student analyze the drama script, and after that, as the reading goes, the teacher stop at a specific first word that contains about the worksheet objective. In this particular case, it will be about temporal conjunction, verb, and adjective. So the teacher will explain briefly about it with the example from the drama text itself. After that, the students are required to highlight or circle the temporal conjunction, the verb, adjective that they can find, as what have been explained by my friend Sifa. After that, after the student able to identify all the corresponding criteria and later on, the teacher will ask the student to say the marked word in a sequence from first the temporal, later after that verb and adjective. So the first student will be saying about the temporal, the second student about the adjective, and the third one about the verb. So in this particular case, if there are a missing word, then they can move to the two most frequent word. So let's move on to an if case. If a student identified the wrong word, then the teacher will ask for the other student opinion about the word being mentioned. Asking another student opinion will also create a sense of a learning from their peers. So it will create some form of learning aspect for the whole student. And later we move on. If the state student is not able to find about the word itself, then another student will be invited to add until all the criteria or until all of the word that is identified are being mentioned from the worksheet. After that, the teacher moves to the next part of the lesson. It is to let the student autonomously create a discussion group of no more than 5 members. In this particular case, we are going to introduce, or the teacher will introduce the student about a particular material in which they will create their own drama script. So the teacher will task all the students to create a script that involve all the members of the group in the drama setting based on what the student has learned from the lesson before. The student After that, are required to present the drama script in front of the class. Now, because the time we have is 2 times 45 minutes, that means 19 minutes, there is some kind form of restriction necessary in this place. So if the time is limited and the class is about to close, the teacher set the enactment of script as a homework in form of videos. And after that, the teacher will end the class with a prayer. Hopefully, by following this criteria, the students are able to achieve their learning objective. All right, that's all about my material. I will give the time back to the moderator. So for the moderator, please, the time is yours.
All right, Krishna, thank you very much. And also Wahida Siva Mariam, thank you very much for explaining learning design very well. All right, everyone, that is all about our presentation about our learning design in using drama for EFL teaching. I hope you understand and have new knowledge. So if you have any comment and also question, it is very welcome. So you can write down in the replay comment section. All right, that is all from the presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention. See you.